So I've been thinking about dignity lately. Dignity is the idea of humans having worth or being respectable. But I wonder if you've ever asked yourself the question, when do humans feel dignity? When do they actually experience dignity? What I want to suggest to you today is that humans feel dignity when they act humanly. Well, some of you might ask, well, what is it to act humanly? How do we know what that is? And I want to suggest to you that one way that we know that we're acting humanly is when we resist temptation. Temptation is when there's a real kind of pressure or lure to act in a way that you think is wrong. And there's a real battle going on as to whether you're going to do it. Here's the example. The example you could use is road rage. So you're driving down a street, someone cuts you off. You see, temptation kicks in at that point. Because probably underneath you just kind of know, I shouldn't really give the full peace of my mind to the person who's just cut me off, but the temptation's there to really stick it to them. Most of the time we probably don't give in to that temptation. And I think that in those moments we feel some kind of dignity, that we've acted appropriately. We've acted the way that a human being should act. But do you know, sometimes we don't. Maybe you haven't done this, but the thought enters your head, doesn't it, when that person's cut you off, is you just kind of go, yeah, I think I'd like to follow them. I think I'd like to follow them for the next 2 or 3 Ks, like about a metre off their bumper bar at the back. And then the light turns red, maybe we can sneak over into the left-hand lane, and then we're side by side, and the power window goes down on the right-hand side, and we give them a piece of their mind. I wonder if you've ever done that. I wonder if you've ever thought about doing it. I wonder if you've ever thought about how you'd feel if you did actually do it. Would you feel dignity? You'd feel power. But I don't think you'd feel dignity, because I think inside of us there's this sense within all of us that that is not really a human thing to do. There's a sense in which when we give in to temptation, we become less than human. When God first created Adam and Eve, what was the first thing that he did? He tested them. He tested them. He put a tree in the garden and said, don't eat of it. What was the first thing that happened to Jesus when he came onto the planet? Well, he got sent into the wilderness to be tested for 40 days. You see, part of what it means to be human is to be tested, and humans are meant to pass the test. But as most of us know, Adam and Eve didn't pass the test. They didn't pass the test back then. But that wasn't the end of it all, because what happened was that God himself came as a human, as the true human, and what happened? Well, he got tested, but he passed it. And it's because he passed his test that he's able to help you to pass all of the tests that are going to come your way.